in my zone, fire in my bones. So best believe it's on. Sweat and tears I've invested in this game. So I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing. I'm on.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Give everybody a chance to get in here for a minute. We're going to go over the pre-markets today, go over some news, look at the crypto market, see where that's taking us today. Going to kind of roll through things a little bit this morning and this early morning pre-market and see what's going on. Got to work today, so it's going to be a quick overview of what's going on, why the market is where it is, some news that's going to drive the market for where it is now, and we'll go through all that and get everybody moving throughout their day, throughout their morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody's weekend was good. I hope that everybody was safe this weekend, had a good time watching the Super Bowl, had a good Super Bowl weekend, all that good stuff that goes with that. But it is Monday, so we are back up and at it early in the morning, doing our thing. So we'll go ahead, roll through some of these markets real quick and see what's up. Pre-markets ain't looking they're looking okay in the stock market. The Dow's in red, S&P's in green, Nasdaq's in green. They're just barely in green. They're just barely hanging on. So they can change as people start to wake up. It is Monday, so a lot of these markets are based off of Friday's news. So everybody's just kind of waking up at this moment in time. So we'll see what happens as the morning moves on. But like I said, this will be a shorter stream this morning because it is Monday and we all have a lot to catch up on. And like I said, I hope everybody had a great weekend and enjoyed watching Super Bowl. But we'll go ahead and get into it, get after it. But yeah, pre-markets are red. Dow is red. S&P is green. Nasdaq is green. So what's some of the negative news coming out today? Looks like the U.S. shoots down a fourth high altitude unidentified flying object, and looks like the lawmakers want answers from this story here. So kind of all want answers of what's going on, and why we keep shooting down unidentified flying objects. There's 4 of them now. So I think everybody wants to know what the heck's going on out there. So hopefully one day soon we can get the answers to that. So it's kind of affecting the markets right now because when these things happen, nobody knows what's going on, and it puts fear into everybody. So, but the pre-markets here so far this morning, they don't look too bad. They don't look great, but they don't look terrible. But like I said, a lot of this is based off of Friday's news. So we got to wait and see what happens as the morning moves on. Don't forget, we have CPI data coming out tomorrow, which will obviously affect these markets. So we'll see where that shakes out and where inflation is at the time. We have the crypto fear and greed index right now sitting at neutral. This is a lagging indicator, something we look at every morning, but it's something that we just look at because there's not a lot of stock we put in it because it's data coming in. It's a lagging data. It's behind, so it's not giving us what we need at the moment. But neutral is about right for where we are right now, and we'll get into where we are here in a minute. Right now, so we dipped under this $1 trillion market cap. It's not where we wanted to be in the market. Underneath this trillion, we needed to hang on to that trillion. We're sitting at 999 billion right now, just like a billion off a trillion, but still, anytime you dip below this $1 trillion market cap, you're going to see big, huge price swings in the market. And that's what's happening right now. There's a couple reasons why we dipped under that trillion. The first one, obviously, being the unidentified flying objects in the United States, and them guys shooting them down, and the uncertainty of what's going on with that. And we'll get into a little bit more of what's affecting these markets here in a minute. Something that I that I told you guys a couple of days ago to watch out for is kind of started over the weekend, kind of started to unfold, and so more information started to come out, and it's going to affect the markets. Bitcoin sitting at 21,600. It continues to dip down from where it is. It's down 5.5% over 7 days. We look at Ethereum sitting at 1,487, and it's down around 9% over 7 days. So, as we talked about last week, this thing just kind of slowly leaks out. It's been slowly leaking out. So it continues to move down. BNB, they're in the news again, and one of the reasons why the market, I think, is where it is, and like I said, I will touch on that in a minute. It's down 10.7% over the 7 days. So, and the reason I'm looking at the 7 days because it's been a slow, leaky market, and we talked about it last week. So, to look at the 24-hour, obviously it's in red as well. We could look at the 24-hour, but this thing has been leaking slowly. XRP sitting at 36 cents. It's down about 8% over the 7 day, about 4.5% over 24 hours. So you can see all the way same. It'll be the same story all the way down. With all of these are in the negative. They're in the losses. So Polygon over the 7 day did perform at a 2.7% loss, but over the 24 hour, they're at a 10% loss. So they lag behind the market a little bit in their losses, but they're starting to catch up this morning, sitting at 10%, sitting at $1.17. So there's a lot going on there. It's catching up. It's catching up with the market. So SHIB, with Shibarium coming out, it's been hanging in there as best it can. It's up on the hour, but it's down 15% on the 7 day. So, SHIB's kind of taking a big step back too, but with Shibarium coming out, thought it tried its best to hang on for as long as it could, but the market's going to be the market, and when everything else is down, you're down too. So that's kind of what just the way these things play out in the market. Stellar sitting at 8 cents, 8.3. It is up a little bit on the hour, 0.2%. That's about even. I mean, we can split hairs on that, but it's about even. It's down about 8% on the 7 day. So this is the one right here that I think has performed the best in this downturn is HBAR. It's up to about 8 cents, up 0.6% on the hourly. It is down 15.4% on the 24 hour, but when you look at it, it's up 16% on the 7 day. One of the very few on the 7 day that's up in double digits, HBAR. So this one right here has, in my opinion, has outperformed the market, based on the numbers on the 7 day. So if you would have got it when it was down to around 6 cents, 5 to 6 cents, you'd still be up. So it's up 16% on the 7 day. Aptos, this is the one I told you guys I was looking at. And I was waiting for it to get below the $10 mark. It's on its way down. It's at $12.86. This thing was up as high as like almost $20. So it's on its way down, just like the rest of the market. So this is what I tell you guys: look at projects, know what you want to get in, and know what price points you want to get into them at. and don't chase them. Let the market come to you, and that's kind of what happens here. Um, Chronos is hanging in there at 7 cents. It's uh it's down to about it's down about 8% on the 7 day. So doing a little bit better than the market, but hanging in there. Um, it's hanging in there. Algorand, you guys know I own a small bag of Algorand. I'm looking to add to it. Still not where I wanna buy yet, but it is on its way down at 24 cents. It's up about 0.5% on the hour, but it's down about 6.6% on the 7 day. So I'm waiting for this one to come down a little bit. I think it will. So I'm just kind of waiting. I don't think that this market's done yet. I don't think it's done going down yet. I think there's still some downward pressure to it. So I'm gonna kind of sit back and wait a little bit. I did buy some Ethereum yesterday when the market crashed down to about 1500. But other than that, I'm sitting on that as well, and just gonna kind of wait it out and see what happens. But this market cap continues to dip under $1 trillion, exactly where you didn't want to be, but exactly where we kind of talked about this thing was going to go. When you look at this chart here for market cap, you can see, this slow leak. It's been a slow move down every single day, a little bit more and more and more. It's a slow move down. Over the past couple of days, we did take a big jump down. You know, couple $100 on Ethereum all in one shot. Twice that happened. So as much as the market cap was a slow mover down, Ethereum and Bitcoin took a couple big jumps down really fast. So and that drives the market cap. And the big three, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, will drive the market cap. And that's what happened. They both took really, really sharp turns to the downside twice this weekend. I'm losing a lot all in one shot. So that obviously dropped that market cap way down. So it's kind of where we are. Here's your bubbles on the daily. I don't think that you should be shocked to see these things completely in red, completely leaking out, completely, they're just this thing is just a bloodbath right now. But this is where money's made. This is where you're going to start making your money. In these downward markets, you're going to start making your money. So when this thing's in red, you got to jump in and run in. I don't want to say run in, but dip your toes in these things and buy the dip. And this is why we keep telling you guys to have money on the side, because when you fall underneath $1 trillion market cap, there's good opportunities out there for you to load up on a lot of things that you have going on, or a lot of projects that you wanted to get into. And these are buying opportunities. But I am going to sit on the sideline for just a little bit longer. Like I said, I did buy some Ethereum at 1500 when it dipped to 1500 yesterday, and I knew it was going to go down a little bit more, but I wanted to buy at that level. I do have another price point that I'm going to buy at as this thing dips down even further, because I think it will. I do also have plans to buy BNB. I did buy that over the weekend at roughly about 300. You guys know every time it dips below 300, I'm a buyer. I do think there's more downward pressure in BNB right now, and we'll get to why BNB is going to probably dip a little bit harder than the rest of the market. There's some real negative news about BNB coming out, and we'll review it. But I think there's downward pressure in these big three, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, which means that there's going to be downward pressure in the rest of this market. You see XRP is sitting at 36 cents. This thing was up to 40 cents last week. So as you guys can see, this thing continues to dip. I am going to be a buyer at 35. I was a buyer at 37. I'm going to be a buyer at 35. I'll also be a buyer at 32. And I do believe that it will get down. It could get down to that price level again. There is a lot of pressure in this market to move down. You have some news that's really driving this market downwards. Again, we'll look at it. You have 4 unidentified flying objects being shot down in the United States, and the lawmakers want answers. That's instantly going to breed free. That's instantly going to breed fear into the market because people don't know what's going on. And then you have the CPI data that's coming out on the 14th, which is tomorrow. And we don't really know where that's going to go. So that's going to breed another little bit of uncertainty into the market. And then you have some of this news here. We'll get into Paxos, but just in, Paxos was ordered to stop. Was ordered to stop minting BUSD, which is Binance's stablecoin, by the New York regulators. I brought the story to you guys over the weekend and told you that that Binance, Paxos was under investigation by the New York State regulatory authorities, and Paxos is the person that does oversee, mint, and monitor BUSD for Binance. They are their backers, and they've been ordered to stop minting on BUSD. They are fighting this in court, but the story gets a little bit even more interesting as we go on through the morning. I'll bring you guys some more news actually in a second here, but wanted to get into some Coinbase news. Coinbase will be happy to defend staking services in court, says Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. I don't know what Brian's thinking here. I don't know if Coinbase is looking to be the next Ripple and take the SEC to court over staking and try to defend staking as a whole. But it looks like Brian Armstrong is coming out swinging and really saying that Coinbase will defend their staking program. They will defend staking. In this article, it doesn't look like he's backing down. It doesn't look like he's stopping his staking protocols on Coinbase based off of KuCoin's current loss with the SEC. I don't know if this is a little bit scary for Coinbase, because if he's looking to be the next Ripple and really take on the SEC, you're talking about billions and billions of dollars tied up in court cases. You're talking about years and years tied up in court. I don't know, not quite sure what Brian's thinking about here, but we'll see how this plays out, because obviously being traded on the New York Stock Exchange, he has a board of directors that he needs to answer to for Coinbase, and we will see if they're willing to spend the kind of money that Ripple is spending fighting the SEC. We'll see if Coinbase's stakeholders are willing to dish that money out as well, because that's what it's going to take to fight the SEC, because they'll just keep you tied up in court for years, and being tied up in court for years causes you to have to spend billions and billions of dollars. So we'll see what happens with this, and see where this goes. But we'll see. The SEC is suing Paxos for issuing on Binance's USD coin. So as you guys can see, I told you we had some more Paxos news. So not only is the New York State regulatory authorities going after Paxos and BUSD, but so now is the SEC, and they're saying that BUSD is a registered security, and they are going after Paxos for listing BUSD. New York State, what they're suing for Paxos for is a little bit unclear at this moment. We're not quite sure why, but the SEC is not unclear. They say that these are unregistered securities. BUSD is unregistered security, and it's been listed. So, and because Paxos is the one that issues BUSD, the SEC is suing them. Binance did say that they were monitoring the situation, but this could have a big, huge impact um, on BUSD and Binance in general. The bottom line here is that if the SEC is saying that Paxos listed an unregistered security, then this will affect every other cryptocurrency exchange that has BUSD listed on it. But if they're saying that they just created an unregistered security, the rest of the cryptocurrency exchanges can just go ahead and delist that and move on. But if they're saying that they actually listed an unregistered security, then that's going to have some impacts on the rest of the market in general. So this is big news. Like I said, I brought this to you this weekend, told you to pay attention to it, told you to watch it. And obviously now it's really starting to reap its ugly head with this Paxos BUSD thing. The SEC is suing them. And it's just a matter of what they're suing them for. Paxos did get the paperwork saying that they were selling that BUSD was unregistered security, but it's the paperwork from this report at this time of reporting was unclear on whether it was because they listed an unregistered security or they're overseeing an unregistered security, and that's two different types of lawsuits, and that's two different types of outcomes. So if it's that they listed it, then the rest of the exchanges are going to also be selling unregistered securities. But so that this thing could really shake the cryptocurrency market up, because, as you know, if we come over here, BUSD is I believe it's the number 7. Yeah, right now it's the number 7 cryptocurrency on the exchange with a market cap of about $16.1 billion. So if the SEC is successful in getting BUSD listed as a security and possibly taken off the exchanges and delisted, we're going to be in a lot of trouble with the cryptocurrency market. And the New York State regulatory body has already demanded Paxos to quit minting and BUSD, basically quit minting it. So, but what you have going on here is basically BUSD at a standstill. It's at a shutdown, but the good part about it is it has not lost its peg. It's still there. We call it the peg. I call it a peg. It hasn't fallen under 99 cents. So this is a good sign for BUSD. I'm a firm believer in that BUSD is back dollar for dollar. I do believe that, because Paxos is a registered bank. They're registered in New York State. They have their licenses. I don't think that they would back anything that wasn't backed a dollar for a dollar. So I don't see BUSD dipping under this 99 to 98 cent level. But if it does, we could be in trouble from a market standpoint, just because we're talking about the number 7 cryptocurrency on the market. So I think this is a bigger story than what's being covered at this moment. Not a lot of people are covering it. It happened over this weekend. Not a lot of people are talking about it. But if BUSD either 1 gets relisted or 2 falls underneath this stable coin, if the stable coin itself falls, and becomes unstable, this is going to be a big deal for a lot of people. And remember, on a Binance exchange, they were making people move their money to BUSD and out of other stable coins. So There's a lot of, and Binance is the biggest exchange in the world with 55% of all spot trading done on it. So this could really crash the market hard. So it's something to pay attention to. It's something that's not being covered enough, in my opinion. But this has been a developing story over the weekend. So when we come back to the bubbles on the hourly, and then I'll let you guys go here in a minute. We'll come back to the bubbles on the hourly. Um, they're in green, but don't let this green fool you. It's only green on the hourly because they got killed, because the market's been killed on the 24-hour and on the 7-day. And when they're in green, they're just barely in green. So this market is really leaking out. Has been leaking out for the past couple of days. So I just I don't know. Today where this market goes is anybody's guess. I think it's going back down. I think we have more downward pressure. I guess I wouldn't be surprised. I'll throw some prices out there. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing sitting at just the low 2100s by the end of the day. Maybe 21.3. Maybe Ethereum sitting at right around 1300, and BNB probably sitting at about 280, somewhere in there. That wouldn't surprise me to see all that by the end of the day. And then based on how the CPI data comes out tomorrow, will dictate how the rest of the market flows for the rest of the week. Pay attention to Polygon. Polygon sitting now at $1.18. If this thing falls under $1, it's not going to stay there for long. I think there'll be some good buying pressure in Polygon underneath $1. The same with XRP. If this thing falls to 33 cents, which it very well could, there's a strong level of support there. There's a strong level of support at 35. There's a strong level of support at 33. And I think if it falls to either one of them, it won't stay there. It'll stay at 35, maybe, and then dip down to maybe 33. But I don't see, there's a huge support at 33. It's going to be hard to get past that support at 33. But, hell, we're dealing with crypto. Anything's possible. So, Shiba Inu, it's trying its best to hang on until Shibarium comes out. It really is. But with this market, it's struggling. It's struggling to hang on until Shibarium comes out. Shibarium's beta, which is supposed to be February 14th, February 15th, depending on where you live. We'll see. There's been really no news from the development team on whether that was a go or whether it wasn't. So it's going to be interesting to see if it comes out or not. And it's going to be beta. It's going to be on testnet. So I think not a lot of people are understanding that. So we'll see what happens when it actually comes out on beta and testnet. Stellar is another one to look at. If this thing gets back down to the 7-cent range, it's going to be a buy for everybody. Again, Aptos is sitting here. It actually bumped itself up quite a bit here, 3% over the hour. When we first started talking about it was $12. Now it's back up to 13. But again, the pressure, guys, the downward pressure in this market. I just don't think this market's going to hold up. I told you guys last week, I thought this market was built. It had 4 walls built on it without a foundation. I think we can see the wall is starting to cave in a little bit. So got to kind of go back, build the foundation, and then come back again. Quant, it's coming up. This was $1.20 something this morning when I first started to look. So it's starting to come back up a little bit. But, these are all just hourly projections. So be careful. Be careful. Today, the United States market is just waking up. They're just starting to trade. They probably woke up like we all did this morning in this oh crap moment. And they looked at the market and they're like, oh my God, what happened? And I better get in and start buying and start, DCAing in. And, and that's what's going on right now. But you can see this market cap just dropped another $2 billion since we've been talking. It's up 997 billion now. So it just dropped $2 billion in about the half hour that we've been on here. So like I said, it just continues to leak out, guys. We're not done. We're not done with that downward pressure yet. Like I said, we just lost another $2 billion. So in a half hour. So here it is. We'll go ahead and go to the 7-day. I think it'll give you a better projection. But when you look at Bitcoin right now, you see these fall offs right here happened over the weekend here. They started to fall off, started to recoup a little bit, and then there was another big fall off over here, and then it started to it's starting to come up a little bit more. I expect another fall off. I expect this thing to dip down a little bit further. I expect it to lose another probably, I don't know. I would say another couple $100 before it actually starts to level off again. 25, 23, somewhere in there. You see it dipping down. I mean, it's going up and down. It's finding it even hard to hold the 21.7. So, be careful. Is what the word of the day is, guys. We did just break back into the trillions for a market cap, which is good. So there was some good pressure coming in. We just talked about it. So this thing's ever changing, guys. So be careful. Be very, very careful today. That's my words for you guys. Be careful today. Be very, very, very careful today. Do not just be throwing all your money into this market. Make sure that you are dollar cost averaging in. Make sure that you have money on the side in case this market goes down even further. Make sure that you are invested in these projects that are going to be here for a while, because some of these other projects that are built and connected with BNB and Ethereum, obviously, these lower market caps, and if they don't have a strong base and a strong foundation, and a lot of holders and a lot of buying pressure with them, they're really gonna be hurting. They're really gonna be hurting. So understand that. But this is what we have going on in the market today, guys. It's not looking good. It's not looking like a buyer's market today. I mean, it's not looking like a seller's market today. It's really looking like a buyer's market. So, be careful out there today. Enjoy your Monday. Set your alerts so that you can dollar cost average in. Don't stay in the charts all day long. Set your alerts, and then go out about your day and get some stuff done. And the market will recover. We will recover, but pay attention to that Paxos and BUSD thing. We are talking about the 7th cryptocurrency on the market, now under pressure, now under investigation by the SEC, and now being told by the New York State regulatory body that's suing them, do not print any more BUSD. Pay attention to that. It could be detrimental to the market if that thing falls. So, but with that, guys, good morning. Happy Monday. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I'm out.